All right, Prime Minister arrived in Mauritius as far as on a two-day visit, as the Prime Minister will be attending the National Day celebrations as the chief guest, among other engagements, as he's also interacting with the Indian diaspora, where a rousing reception that has been given, and a delegation from Mauritius as well. When it comes to the Prime Minister today in his departure statement, says that he looks forward to this opportunity to engage with the Mauritius leadership during his visit to elevate bilateral partnership and strengthen friendship for security and development in the Indian Ocean region. He has also called Mauritius as a close maritime neighbor and a key partner in the Indian Ocean and a gateway to the African continent. This was an invitation by the Prime Minister of Mauritius that Prime Minister Modi has embarked on this two-day state visit to participate in the celebrations of the 57th National Day, and saying that India and Mauritius are connected by history, geography and culture, and there is also deep mutual trust and shared belief in the values of democracy and celebration of our diversity are our strengths. That is what the Prime Minister had said. Let's get in a word from Rishabh. Rishabh, pictures that are now coming in, of course, as far as this grand welcome that is now being extended to Prime Minister Modi.
Well, definitely, Prime Minister Narendra Modi had just landed in Mauritius in Port Louis. And remember, Mauritius happens to be the most prominent member of Global South that stands with India in thick and thin. And being a maritime neighbor as well, successive governments in Mauritius has been very friendly with India, and the relationship between the two countries have always been for mutual benefit. The new Prime Minister who has just come in, Narendra Modi, has invited Prime Minister as chief guest for the Independence Day, the National Day of Mauritius, that is on 12th of March. Last time Prime Minister was in Mauritius was in 2015. That time also he was invited as chief guest at the Independence Day celebration. So the second time Prime Minister being invited for the Independence Day in Mauritius. Having said that, there are a lot of trade that India and Mauritius are taking forward. The new on the Indian descent, the Indian diaspora in Mauritius is very, very strong, as well as very well connected with the roots. Majorly from the state of Bihar and Uttar Pradesh reside in Mauritius, who went there as rubber plantation laborers and then stayed there for generations in Mauritius. Having said that, when it comes to Mauritius, the current Prime Minister, Narendra Modi, if we see his history, his father's statue is also erected at one of the main, crossings of Patna in Bihar, where, Narendra Modi came when he was not in power. He was an opposition leader, but he came to see that when he was in India. So there is a very close-knit ties between India and Mauritius.
Right.
Prime Minister taking that further.
So guard of honor for the Prime Minister, this two-day state visit to Mauritius on the invitation of the Prime Minister of Mauritius, primarily to take part in the National Day celebrations, as the Prime Minister is also interacting with the Indian diaspora there. Thank you very much, Rishabh, for joining us here for the moment. Live pictures continue to come in as the Prime Minister has embarked on this two-day state visit. We'll keep our viewers updated on that in the meantime, heading into a short break.